the Army organize its financial data? Hey, I am Chuck the Bureaucrat, and if you're headed to the Pentagon soon, sharpen your pencils and put a shiv in your boot because you are about to find yourself in a fight over money. And normally, I talk about navigating the human terrain of this environment so that you can be successful. But today, I want to put my green eye shades on for a minute and talk to you about some data elements that are central to communicating within a bureaucracy. Now, I'm going to use how the Army runs, and I'm going to focus on how the Army labels its data. But no matter what organization you're in the federal government, you have to have some sort of system that accomplishes the same goal. Within the Army, you've got 4 basic audiences that you have to communicate to. You've got Congress, you got the Department of Defense, you've got internal headquarters of the Army communication, and then you've got the Army commands. And it turns out that each one of these organizations has its own way of thinking and communicating about resources. Congress tends to communicate in terms of appropriations and their subdivisions. The Department of Defense uses these things that are called program elements. Within the Army, there's management decision packages, and then commands are interested in what their total budget is. So if you talk to the Army's budget people, they'll often refer to Key 4. That is an accounting for every dollar in these 4 dimensions. By using these 4 dimensions to account for everything, they are able to quickly and consistently respond to questions from any audience about how resources are divided. Now, admittedly, each of these data elements has a funny name. Appropriations are just called appropriations, so that one's easy. OSD's program elements map into the Army's program elements. And then those management decision packages, they get called MDEPs within the Army. And then, and this is a funny one, commands are referred to by a resource operating code, or ROC. But don't let the names of these data elements cloud their utility and function. What they do is they enable us to communicate simultaneously with multiple layers of bureaucracy. And while your organization probably doesn't use these exact data elements, you do have data elements that help you accomplish this goal. Okay, so I tried to be really quick with this one. I don't want to get too wonky about this, but hopefully you can see how there is a systematic effort to communicate inside the bureaucracy in order to get things done. If you have questions about any of them, I'm happy to go into further detail, but if you don't, I understand. Hey, in the meantime, keep doing a good job, take care of each other, and if you have any questions, let me know.